What's up? Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabby. How are you doing today? I just finished doing my nails. I did a little calm set for Valentine's Day / my birthday. Is coming up on Thursday, the day after Valentine's Day. And I actually just recently met my birthday twin, who was my hairstylist, who did my hair. Y'all are not gonna see it yet because I'm waiting for my birthday, my birthday weekend, to actually show my hair. But it eats so bad. It's so cute. But yeah, I just woke up this morning really wanting to do my nails because I was meant to do them on Friday, but I just was not feeling it this weekend. I wasn't feeling good. I was kind of sick. I had bronchitis, which want to show her ass now, like not too much. And so I just wasn't feeling the greatest, and therefore, like, yeah, I just didn't want to do shit. So my room is a mess. For once, my bed is not the worst part of my room. Like, everything is just out right now. I literally did laundry. This is a laundry bag and that's a laundry bag. They're both clean clothes that I need to fold. And I actually just cleaned up my desk to do my nails. And so I just ate after doing my nails, because I literally like got out of bed and brushed my teeth and started doing my nails. So I made myself a matcha, and then a peppermint matcha, so good. And then I had some food because I was hungry as fuck. But now I really need to clean. And it's not just my room I need to clean, I need to clean my other space as well. I call this my living space, just because that's what it is. But my desk is super dirty. Like I said, I just ate, and then, you know, other miscellaneous things. So that's what I'm about to do. But while I'm cleaning, I just kind of wanted to talk because I did not have a video. What am I saying? I had a video that I wanted to upload this weekend. Mind you, this video is not going to be edited because I don't have the time, the care, I don't have it in me to edit this video, okay? So that's why I'm trying to like pick myself up and not stop talking while I do other things, because I just don't have the capacity to edit a video. I sat down and edited a video last night for 2 hours and then realized I didn't like the video. Like, I didn't care what I was talking about. And like, if I don't care what I'm talking about, I don't think anybody else is gonna give a fuck, because at the end of the day, like, I am my own biggest fan. So I love to listen to myself talk. I also really want to take off this bonnet because I just got my hair done yesterday and it's so, like, my hair is so tight. Ooh. It's like, you know, when you get your hair done, you can feel it. Like, you can feel it. That's how I'm feeling right now. But I'm trying to wait to reveal the hair until my birthday. So not so much on me. But yeah, it's just like tight around my neck area. Ooh. Okay. Anyways, I should oil my scalp. That'll probably be help. But I'm gonna do that later before I shower, probably. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and do like an actual video diary. Like, I'm just gonna talk about what's been bothering me this past week and kind of just therapize myself on camera. Because I feel like I've been thinking a lot, especially just because like I'm turning 22, which is insane. Like, it is so crazy growing up and just like not feeling like you're gonna make it to an adulthood. I don't want to get like deep or dark or anything, because like I'm not feeling in those moods right now. But like growing up, I genuinely was like so depressed that I just did not think I was gonna make it to adulthood. And it's just so crazy, like, reaching these milestones where it's like I'm turning 22. Like, I did not see myself like having an 18th birthday, let alone a 22nd. Like, oh my god, it's so crazy. And it makes me so thankful that like I was able to get out of the mindset that I was in when I was growing up, because it's just like even though I'm not loving life right now, like my life is in shambles right now, in the sense that like I don't really like my job and I live here. So it's hard not to like my job and also live at my job. And having a car has made it easier in the sense that like now I don't feel trapped, because I was feeling trapped here for a long time, and now I just don't feel those feelings. But it's also just like I have to stick it out at least until the end of the school year, but probably into August, because that's when my contract ends. My contract ends in August, but I can technically leave whenever I want. But like I want something lined up before I leave, or I'm giving myself until August to just go back home, because like I'm not staying here even if I don't find something. I'm just I can't do it. My mental health, like I'd rather have my mental health be bad and be with my mama and my sister and like be familiar than be uncomfortable and also have my mental health be bad and also like I don't know how to explain it, but like that's the thought processes right now. But sorry, this matcha is hitting. I love making peppermint matcha. It's so good. I literally just take a candy cane, like those little, I won't put a picture. I'll just fucking show you. Because I'm not editing this video. I don't care. It's like I love editing. I just don't have time to do it today. I have work at 4:30 and it's damn near almost 12. These. I get these for Christmas time to make peppermint bark, because I like to give peppermint bark to people, and then I have hella leftover, and so I just melt those in the water, like the hot water, before I put in my matcha. So fucking good. And I use the Trader Joe's powder matcha. I hate coughing in my hands, and I've gotten into a habit of doing it. I don't know why. I think it's because usually I'm like wearing a mask around other people, so like doesn't matter if I do this or this. But I bought hand sanitizer this weekend, so not too much on me, okay? The only person interacting with my germs right now is me. So, but yeah, I don't really care for my job, and that's fine or whatever. But it's like it's just like my life is not the greatest. And also I have my birthday trip. I planned like a little cabin retreat getaway whatever for my birthday this coming weekend, because today's Sunday. Hopefully this video goes out today. I'm not editing it, so it better. And I invited 3 people because I was just like, Airbnb, 4 people max, like these are the 3 people that I felt like I wanted to hang out with that I've been missing. But so I invited my sister, my best friend from high school, and my best friend from college, right? In my planning, I'm thinking about all these cool things we could do. I'm thinking about this, that, and the third. It's 2 beds in the Airbnb, and everybody has asked me to sleep in the same bed as them, and I'm confused. And then I'm realizing these 3 people don't really like each other for real. These 3 people don't really like each other for real, and it's annoying because like, how do I explain this? My whole life I've felt like sometimes majority of people think a certain way, and my brain just is not on that same wavelength. Like, how do I say this? Like, I feel like a lot of people make preconceived notions of people in their head, and I do the same thing in the sense that like I meet somebody and I have a preconceived idea of who they are, but I don't allow that to like concretize. Like I don't allow that to set. I'm always like, this is how I'm perceiving this person now, but like this shit could change, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know them. The people that I hang out with in my life, like my sister, my best friends, like they don't have that same like warning, like, oh, maybe just because I know 3 things about this person doesn't mean I feel like I know them. And I didn't think about them when planning this trip. I really didn't. And then when everyone heard who was coming, they all immediately had the exact same reactions. And I'm just like, I didn't realize it was deep like that. Like I didn't because the reason that each of these people don't like each other, like I don't think they don't like each other. I just feel like they have a misconception of each other that's not rooted in anything because they don't know each other. You know what I mean? Like how can you have such strong opinions about someone you don't know? I don't get that. I don't understand that. But I feel like most people like take their first impression with somebody and run with it, and it's my brain does not function that way. So I genuinely don't understand that. Like there's been people that I've met and I'm just like, oh, I don't fuck with you. Oh, I don't think I could fuck with you. And then I actually get to know them and talk to them and da 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 da, and I'm like, oh wait, you're type cool. You're type cool. You just rubbed me a little bit wrong the first time we met, but after that, I think I could fuck with you. And I feel like that process for me has happened with every single one of my coworkers, except for one woman who I knew was the same from the beginning. Like she just has that energy, you know what I'm saying? And so it's been bothering me. Also, I just tried these dryer balls and they're cool or whatever, but I like my clothes to smell like something. Like my clothes smell clean, but they don't smell like anything. And it's like, do I buy Downy Unstoppables? But then that's just like a waste. Like it's literally just paying for scent. But like this shit don't smell like nothing. I don't know. Like, did I do my laundry if my laundry does not like invade my senses? Like I want my nostrils to be like, it doesn't smell like anything. It smells fresh and clean, but I want it to smell like lavender or some shit. Anyways, so I'm very nervous for my birthday trip because obviously I'm gonna sleep with my sister. Like, my sister is a germaphobe. Like, not really, really bad, but kind of. Growing up, it was something that I actually used to make fun of her for, and now I feel really bad about that because it's like genuinely that deep with her. And so I always try to defer to like, because I know what my sister's ticks are, I know what her triggers are, and I'd rather just like, you know, take on that rather than have one of my friends have to be like, you know what I mean? Especially because like her ticks are not like crazy, they're not insane. Like, okay, no outside clothes on the bed, understood. Or like it's more than that, it's more than that. Okay, but that's like one of her like basic things that none of my friends, because I've hung out with a lot of my friends and none of them give a fuck about outside clothes. My sister also lives in New York, so like for her outside clothes is legit because that subway is disgusting. But it's been this way like our whole lives. Like I'm not gonna put her business out there, but it's just like certain things she likes in specific ways. And so it was bothersome to me that it felt like neither of my friends was really like excited to get to know the other, because like these are two of my closest friends. Like if my sister doesn't like my friends, I don't really give a fuck because my sister doesn't like a lot of people. And I don't know, as sisters we just learn to live with that. Like my sister is an interesting person and we love her lots, but she just has her quirks that a lot of people don't want to see past, and I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Because that's my sister. Like she's gonna come regardless. Like that's the thing, I complain about my sister a lot because my sister pisses me off a lot, but I feel like the only way someone can piss me off a lot is if I care about them that much that like their actions piss me off. Like my father pisses me off, but it's in a way that's just like if you would leave me alone, I wouldn't even care what you do. But it's the fact that you keep trying to drag me into your shit that I don't like. But at the end of the day, if that man just left me alone and did whatever he wanted, like I would not care because I don't have no like, I don't know, relationship with that nigga for real. So it's like, I don't care, right? But with my sister, it's like, no, like I care about her and her opinions. So I'm going to, because me and my sister be having cool ass conversations. That's the thing, like people don't understand my dynamic with my sisters, because it seems like my sisters like are very strong personalities, and it seems like I get swept up in that. But it's like I have a strong personality as well. It just doesn't come out until I really, really like feel comfortable around somebody, but to be like until I feel like like they'll care too. Do you know what I mean? Like me and my sisters, we can talk for hours about like pop culture, about politics, about like literally like dissecting albums type shit. Like we will literally go on like whole ass like Googling and searching stuff and like just like really dive into conversation. I feel like I can't do that with certain people. Like and because of that, it's hard to explain my relationship with my sisters because it doesn't seem like sometimes it doesn't seem like we're all that cool because we just grew up with a lot of animosity between the three of us. And so when I explain to some of my friends how I grew up, they're like, why do you still talk to your family? Like your family is this, that, and the third. But it's like I've learned to take the parts of people that I can handle and leave the parts of them that I can't. Like, and when my sisters are being on their fuck shit, hang up, exit the conversation. Like, I'm not gonna take disrespect, but at the end of the day, like, they don't have to take it from me either. You know what I mean? Because I be saucy too. Like, it ain't like that's what I feel like my friends don't get. It's like I be perpetrating a lot of shit too. I'm the type to throw the stones and hide my hand, like, because I know how to get on people's nerves. Like it's one of my toxic traits actually, and it's why sometimes I prefer living by myself because I know how I can be. Like I can be a little bit like annoying as fuck if I wanted to be. But at the end of the day, it's like, am I living around people that will trigger that response in me? And my sisters trigger that response in me. That's why I can't live with them. Like I could never live with my sisters because we all know how to like get on each other's nerves. We all know what buttons to push. And in any sort of argument, like we're gonna push those buttons. Like it's just who we are, or not even who we are, but it's how we were raised, like how we grew up. Like you gotta one up one person, one up. And so whenever me and my sister are like, me and my older sister just hung out the past weekend, right? And we argued about something that was like so stupid, and it was like literally like a 30-second argument, and then I finally had to just stop responding because it was such a stupid argument. Like I'm not even kidding. Like it was like, and it was like in public, and so I was just like, am I trying to like what's the, because there's no, me and my sister likes to have the last word. That's one thing about her that I will never win on, because one thing about me, I don't care about having the last word. I'm just gonna go silent. Like we're just not, I'm a not conversational person. I'm not going to, when someone pushes me, I'm just gonna stop. Like, because it's like, okay, you won the argument. You don't get anything from that. I don't get anything from that. Why are we arguing? And so I do that, and that's my way of just like taking my sister as who she is and leaving the parts I don't want to deal with. Like if I don't want to deal with her arguing, I'm just not going to respond to her, and then she's gonna figure out what's the point of arguing with someone who's not gonna respond to you. And then we'll just like move on from the situation. So like that happened while we were by my car, and then we had lunch, and we had a good lunch. Like we talked, we shared food, we had a good time. So it's just like, some people would see that and get annoyed and be like, oh, why she always starting with me? Like, she always has to have the last word. And for me, it's just like, I know who my sister is. I know she likes to have the last word. So I'm going to give it to her. And then we could just move on with our day and still have a good day, still have a good time together. But like, it's not marred by anything like that. The little argument we had, like, I didn't even forgotten about it until this like very moment. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I don't know. I feel like my friends will hear stuff like that and be like, oh, your sister doesn't respect you. Oh, your sister this, that, and the third. And it's like, I mean, yes, that's a way that you could see it, but like, that's not the way I choose to see it. Because at the end of the day, like, if someone's not harming me or my mental, like, I'm not sitting up thinking, oh my God, my sister is just so like evil towards me and she has her life, I have mine. Like, it's not that fucking serious. But I feel like when I recount stuff like that to like my friends, like, oh, how was your day? Like, what happened? How was seeing your sister? And I tell them, then they like fixate on stuff like that. And I don't like that because it's just like, I don't care that much. Why do you? And people try to make me feel, because it's not just my friends that do this. My sisters do this too. My family, a lot of people in my life do this, where like they'll see other people that I hang out with, and because they don't know those people, like actually know those people, they will like place judgment based off of stories that I tell that are just stories that like are rooted in emotion, but like it's not that fucking serious. I don't know how to explain stuff without like giving specific details that I'm not trying to give to the internet about my life. But I don't know. I'm very nervous for my cabin trip because like everyone's already acting a little type of way. And I just like, I want to care about everyone's emotions and feelings, but I don't. And it's making me feel a little bit bad, but not bad enough to fix anything. Like I'm not going to do anything about it. And so it's just like my best friend, she called me like, oh, like, because she lives the farthest from anybody. I live in Jersey. One of my friends lives in Virginia. The other one lives in Georgia. And my sister lives in New York. The cabin I booked is in Pennsylvania. So I'm like, everyone just come meet me in Jersey. And then we will go from here. But I told everyone the plan. And I was like, if you can't make it, let me know. Because, like, I understand. For some people, that's a long journey, right? And so my best friend called me talking about, oh, I have to drive this X amount of hours to get to you, and then we're gonna stay at the cabin for 2 days, and then I have to drive X amount of hours back. And I was like, yeah, I understand that that's like not ideal, but one, like, but you could say no. That's what I kept trying to tell her. I was like, if you cannot come, just let me know. Like, I have other people I can invite, but it's like one, we haven't seen each other in a really long time, and two, I'm always driving to that bitch. So if she don't want to drive to me, like, it's not my problem. And it's like, this is my best friend, I love her, but it's just like I'm not gonna be on the phone arguing or like even explaining or talking about, we weren't arguing at all. This was just her like explaining to me how she was gonna do it, and I was like, yeah. And like I know some people will be like, oh, why would you drive X amount of hours to your friend? But it's like, I would do it. And not only would I do it, I don't care if you don't want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. We can see each other at a different time, in a different space, whatever. But it's like, I feel like everyone said yes to please me. And then when they heard like who else was going, or they're hearing that like it's not really going to be a turn up, it's just going to be like a relaxing vacation, even though I literally put together an itinerary. Like I put together an entire Google slide with everything, every single piece of information anyone would want to know. I left some stuff out. People asked me, I added it, whatever. But and motherfuckers is asking like the week before, like I didn't say shit. Like oh, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get to you. I asked you to come 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. I can't remember when I sent it. A while ago though. So because I knew, like even before I had my car, I knew I was gonna get my car. So I was just like, let me plan this trip. Even though I knew it was gonna be hard for certain people, because I wanted to make sure that people had time to think about, okay, can I feasibly actually do this? And it's like the week before, motherfuckers trying to argue with me. Like, don't. One thing about me, I'm going on my cabin trip. I've already paid for everything. Everyone just has to pay me back, like, for certain things in terms of, like, splitting the cost of the Airbnb, splitting the cost of food, drinks, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, that money has already left my bank account. My bank account's still fine. So if no bitch wants to come with me, that's fine. But it's not that nobody wants to come. It's just that, like, everyone's just being mad dramatic about, like, specifics. And it's pissing me off. But it's also just, like, I don't care enough to get pissed off. Because it's just, like, I made an itinerary. Nobody wanted to read it. And then people are mad at me. Reading is a basic comprehension skill. Anyways, but regardless, I'm excited for the cabin. I'm excited. I'm going to have the time of my life. Like, I'm going to have a good time. But it's just like, I don't know. I probably shouldn't have filmed because I literally still have so much laundry to fold, and I've been talking for 25 minutes, but I just wanted to ramble a little bit. I'm not mad at anyone or irritated with anyone. Like I said, like I just peep stuff and then I move on, because it's like, what's the point in being like angry? Like I protect my peace way too much for that. But it's just like, oh, I really hope this weekend just pulls through and everyone could just like get their hands out of their own ass for like 2 seconds. But we're gonna see. And it's like, when I hang out with all these people individually, I have a really good time. I have a really good time hanging out with these people individually. But I feel like everyone's like wanting my attention in some way. And it's like, we're gonna have to hang out as a group. We're gonna have to come together. And it's like, it's not like I'm trying to force people to do this, but it's just like, these are very important people in my life, and I hate not having important people in my life like each other, because like I hate when people in my life talk shit about each other, because it bothers the fuck out of me, because it's like, you don't trust me to make a choice about who's a good friend and who's not. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't trust me to know if I want to keep hanging out with my sister or not, even though I cut off my literal fucking father because he was an asshole. Like, I know the people that I want in my space. I've chosen the people that I want in my space. Respect that, and also just like understand that it's for a reason. I don't just befriend dummies. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't mean to sound mean, but it's like, I don't just befriend any motherfucking person. You know what I mean? My sisters are my friends because they're my friends, not because they're my sisters. I could cut those bitches off if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like, I am only keeping people in my life who I feel like uplift and also keep me sane. Like, uplift my mental and keep me sane, because like I'm depressed enough for myself. Like, I got depression on my own. Like, I don't need anybody adding to those negative feelings. So it's like, I wish people in my life, my friends and my sisters, would just understand that like, everyone is in my life for a reason, and you can't judge that reason if you don't know that person. All that to say, my birthday's on Thursday, and I'm actually really excited about it, but I just needed to like speak out all these negative emotions that were like happening in my brain, just to get them out. And like, whatever, I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, I'm gonna have a good birthday, okay? I'm turning 22. Like, ooh, I'm so excited. And like, I want to end this video off in the same sentiment that I started it with, which is like, what the fuck? Like, as a depressed person, like, been depressed since middle school, it's actually insane that I get to like still be here. And as fucked up as the world is, as fucked up as my life is, as annoyed as I can be sometimes, like, it's so good to feel these emotions, because for so long I felt nothing. I felt Nathaniel. Like, I was dissociated so bad from life that I couldn't enjoy the highs or feel the lows, because it was just like, I'm just trying to exist until I can stop existing. And so to go from that to being like excited, to like getting my hair done, doing my nails, like, it's just planning my makeup look, like, it makes me feel so happy, because it's just like, I really had to go through it. But like, it's not even like a light at the end of the tunnel type shit, because I still feel depressed sometimes. I still lay in bed for days at a time. I still, you know, get angry. I get frustrated. I still experience negative emotions. But it's like, negative emotions are so worth it when you get to feel positive emotions, when you get to feel highs, when you get to feel joy. Like, so even though this video was like kind of all over the place and a little bit negative at times, I just like, I feel so grateful. I feel so grateful, and I hope you feel grateful as well. And if you don't, like, one, I would encourage you to find like 3 things today that you feel grateful for, today, this week, this past month, anything. And then I would also encourage you to feel the things that you don't feel grateful for, to feel the things that aren't fulfilling to you. And do you have any control over it? And if so, what can you do to change it? All right, thanks for watching. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.